hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Klein. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Well, wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And some room to work. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Lions will take over. On 1st and 10, White. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 3rd down, Hopkins, and he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 22. A big play there for Detroit. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, White. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
White. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Throwing to start the drive. Klein. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
To throw on 2nd down. Klein. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Klein. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, Klein. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On third down, Klein. And this one is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Joseph is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. White looks to throw. To Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On first down, it's White. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have moved out in front. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Second and 10. Now White. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's White. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
That's going to ride up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Klein. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Klein. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now White with a 1st down throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 24 yards to gain there, another 1st down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On a jet sweep, here comes Chark. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Hopkins, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hopkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
We've called a lot of gains, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now White. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown Lions. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions have retaken the lead. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad in your youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Klein. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
This is fielded at the 27. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The tackle made back at the 25-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. White, and he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A play fake, now White. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much. Maybe a yard. Second down coming up. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. White. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll get this up to about the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down now, it's Hopkins. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 58 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Hopkins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And that that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's White. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. White. Got his man. It's Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, White. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Lions 14. Vikings 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 3.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Klein. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on second down, Klein. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game of the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They go jet sweep here with Chark. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's White on 3rd and 2. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ball game.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Klein. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Derek Barnes. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. Off the play fake. Klein. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They'll run on 1st down. Hopkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down now. It's Hopkins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hopkins, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now White throwing on 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's White. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.